Hi guys, welcome to Sim Captain Friday Night Ops on October 20th, 2017 in Chicago. Ops just started, so we're going to depart Philadelphia and head to Chicago Midway. So we'll get the door closed and the engine started. So we'll go engine start checklist. Power levers are idle, gust locks removed. The beacon is on. The fuel boost pumps are on. Electrical power checked. Engine start master switch is on. Engine start switch press. And N2's on the rise. And this parking brake is on. Alright, good ignition of the number 2. And we'll look at engine RPM, oil pressure, oil temperature, everything stabilizing. We'll repeat for number 1. And number 1 is spooling up. N2's on the rise. Oil pressure, temperatures, engine RPM, everything looks good, stabilizing. Hydraulic pressure checked. Second engine we're started. After engine start, master switches are off. Electrical master power switch is on and checked. External power source off or disconnected. Auxiliary electrical power as desired. I have that running. I'm going to leave that running for a minute. Battery ammeters checked. Doors are closed and locked. Lights are out. We got 2 good stable engines running. Temps and pressures look good. Anti-ice and pitot heat are on. Flight directors are on. Cabin pressure control checked. Fuel boost pumps closed. Nose wheel steering is off. Ground spoilers are checked. Do a full deployment. Fully deployed. Light illuminates. Retract. Light extinguishes. Flight controls are free and correct. And yaw dampener is off. Nose wheel steering on. Brakes test. And auxiliary fuel pump as desired. Unfortunately, we don't have any air traffic control on here in Philly. Nope. So we're on our own. Alright, we're going to taxi out 27 left for departure. We're going to squawk normal. And back to the checklist for taxi checks. Taxi takeoff. Transponder is normal. Exterior lights is required. Anti-ice and pitot heat are on. Brakes are checked. Reversers. 2 unlocked, 2 in reverse, 2 stowed. Reversers are checked. Fuel's checked. Cabin alerts should have been on before we started moving. Flaps set for takeoff. Trim set for takeoff. Engine instruments are checked. Hydraulic pressures checked. APU, we'll shut that down now. So the APU is coming down. Just verify that. There, it's off. Flight guidance panel checked. And we are set for our departure. And here we are at runway 27 left. So, lineup checks. Lights. Engine bleed air switches are to start. The APU is as required. I have it shut down and the master's off. Exterior lights as required. Lights and strobes. See, that is blinding. Actually, I'm going to kill that landing light. Ground spoilers are armed. Transponder and TCAS are on. Crew alerting system. Let them know we're going. Air start. Ignition switches as required. Auto throttle is armed. And that is the lineup checklist complete. Alright, this is runway 27 left. We're going to climb initially to 5,000, 250 knots below 10,000. We're doing the Philly 1 departure, which will top altitude 5,000. This runway is plenty long if we have an emergency. We will return here. Any failure before VR, we will abort. Other than that, we expect a normal departure, and we are headed to Chicago. Everything looks good. We will turn the landing light on now. Fuel pumps are on. Alright, here comes 40% of the engines. Engines look good and synced. Bring it up to takeoff power. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed's alive, both sides. 80 knot cross check. Again, good engines will continue. V1's 135, there it is, MVR 142. Positive rate, gear up. Gears in transit. Alright, gear is up, lights are out. We're 400 above the ground, flaps are coming up. Flaps are up and indicated. We have a stable climb. Auto throttle is armed. Yaw dampener is on. Autopilot is engaged. And we're going to go direct to Pottstown. Alright, so we're above 10. Landing lights are off. Pumps are off. We'll continue this climb up to flight level 400. Alright, engine start switches are set to flight. Alright. Climb checklist, gears up, lights out, flaps are up and indicated. Flight guidance panel is set, exterior lights are as required. Air starter switches are set to flight, ground spoilers are off. Pressurization checked, climb power is set, auto throttle is on, engine sync is on, altimeters are the local setting, but we're about to go through transition altitude, and we will set them to 29902, and the APU is shut down. Next is the cruise checklist. Alright, so we're passing flight level 200. Ease the descent a little bit here, or ascent, as we're climbing. We are currently direct ravine. And we can turn the seatbelt sign off. Okay, so we're in cruise now. We'll do the cruise checklist, which is only 4 items. Power is set for cruise, pressurization is checked, pump, panel sweep complete, and flight management system with fuel quantity, which we have 2,874 pounds. Plenty of fuel to get to Chicago Midway. For this Friday night ops, I was just checking to see who's online so far. I'm looking for an ATIS too. I don't think he's up yet, but while we're in the route here, we'll start pulling up the charts for Chicago. We're on the Pang 3 arrival, and where will we enter this arrival here? It's like we enter at Bagel. end at Haley, where we have to be at 6,000 feet. But what I need to figure out real quick and start preparing for is what runway we're arriving on. And the ATIS is 13275, which I've tuned in here. Let's get the ATIS.
Expect vector ILS runway 13 center approach. Departures expect runways 13 center. Respect all runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. Midway Airport ATIS information Foxtrot. 23530. Ramp 180 at Niagara. Visibility 10. 25,000 overcast. Temperature 22. Dew point 10. Altimeter 3006. Arrivals expect vectors ILS runway 13 center approach. Departures expect runways 13 center. Respect all runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
Alright, we've picked up Foxtrot. We'll check it again as we get closer. And let's see real quick on the approach. So the runway will be 13 center. We're tuning the ILS. Approach course is 138, localizers 109.9. 13 center is 6,522 feet by 150 feet wide. The missed approach is a climb to 1,100, then a climbing right turn to 2,100 on a heading 280. And on what? Echo Oscar November, what VOR is that? Vortac until crossing IGC intersection, 20 DME, then climb to 2,600 to Echo Oscar November Vortac and hold. I don't know where that is though. Let's see, program in here since we're going to expect 13 center. Okay, that's programmed in. And I want to call Chicago Center. Whoa, there's like 5 of them online. I don't know who to call. Doesn't tell me. 127.8. Good evening, Chicago Center, Gulfstream 480 Sierra, flight level 400 from the east.
Gulfstream 480 Sierra, Chicago Center, roger. You still got about 73 miles here on the border. And once you do, we're going to get a high center line in just a minute. You can contact Chicago Center on 134.023402.
Okay, we'll wait for them to come online and contact on 3402. Thank you for Sierra Sierra.
And 480 Sierra, they actually just popped up on now. Should be Chicago 457.
Copy, thank you.
You too, good night.
Okay, we'll give Chicago Center a call.
Westwind 1850, cross Austin at maintain 1010,000. Cross Austin at 1010,000, Westwind 1850.
Good evening, Chicago Gulfstream 480 Sierra, flight level 400, we're 19 east of Dreyer.
Who's that one more time on the call sign?
November 48 Sierra Sierra.
November 4800, squawk 3135.
3135, 4800. 3135.
Westwind 1850, report leaving Pueblo 240. Okay, about to begin descent and report leaving flight level 240, Westwind 1850.
Alright, we are in our descent.
We're having issues though with the internet standby.
Crew briefing. We briefed the missed approach. We're expecting 13 center. Flight management system I've programmed for the arrival. Flight instruments set as required. Nav aids tuned and identified. I'll do that when I get close. Course selection I've done. Inbound course is entered. Marker beacon on. Pressurization checked. Anti-ice and pitot heater on. Circuit breakers are checked. Fuel boost pump. We'll turn them on. Nose wheel steering is on. Parking brake is off and the light is out.
Thousands or 10,000? November 4800, contact Chicago Center 127.8.
Over to 127.8 for 4800. So long.
Zero. 370 for 728. Intel 728, contact Chicago Center 134.0234, good day. 1042 for 728.
And Chicago Gulfstream 4800, we're with you descending through 230 for 11,000 on the Pang 3. We have Foxtrot.
Gulfstream 4800, so Center Roger, the Midway altimeter is 3006.
3006, thanks, 4800. Alright, we are below transition altitude, so we put the local altimeter setting in.
Gulfstream 4800, across Haley at maintain 6,000.
Haley at 6,000, 4800.
Custody 412 to center maintain 2,800.
2,800. Check the local setting. There's 3006.
Custody 412, center right 45, clear visual approach runway right.
Right 45, clear visually right, custody 412.
Okay, approaching range. Altimeters are set. Engine sync is off. Flaps as required. VREF speed go around. Hydraulic pressure is checked. Exterior lights is required. Auxiliary fuel pumps are on. And then before landing is next. Oops. I'm gonna pull that out of there.
Chicago Midway, would you like 250 rendezvous V8?
Yeah, 908. Chicago Center Router, cross windy, I maintain 1010,000. The O'Hare altimeter is 3001.
Cross windy at 10,000 and Android.
Good evening, Chicago Gulfstream 4800, level at 6,019 to the east to Haley.
Chicago,
And 4800, we'll expect 13 center. You're broken up a little bit there. So let me check the AIDs again real quick.
Temperature 2.10. Altimeter 3006. Arrival expect vector CLS runway 13 center approach. Departure expect runways 13 center.
I'm not 150,000.
Runway hold short instructions. Advise on the initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
No change on the ATIS.
Southwest 382930.
Having comm problems tonight.
Heading 360 Southwest 35.
Remember that really happened when Chicago Center actually went dark and they had to reroute all the traffic around Chicago Center? He wants me to slow. Slowing at 210-4800.
Gulfstream 800, flighting 320, vector sequencing.
320 on the heading, 4800.
November 480, center maintain 3000.
Center maintain 3000, 4800.
Southwest 1291 at speed 80.
Reduce speed 180 Southwest 1291.
West wind 1850 at 820.
I'm sorry, you're heading 200? Heading 320, got it. 320, plus 1850.
Southwest 1291, turn right, heading 030.
Right 030 Southwest
We
1291.
got traffic to the right, traffic to the
Gulfstream
left.
800, turn right, heading 010, maintain 2500.
010, 2500, 4800.
West 3029, remind me, it's off, maintain 3000 to establish a localizer, cleared ILS, 13 center. 3000 to establish a localizer, cleared ILS, 13 center, Southwest 3829.
Chicago, departure on board 3738, coming out of 3.7 for 5000, 180 on heading.
Envoy 3768, Chicago departure, radar contact. Southwest 1291 is going to maintain 2500.
So maintain 2500 Southwest 1291.
There's a lot of traffic at O'Hare.
Chicago Flight Service 132, 1000, correction, 10200, descending BLD, plane 3 arrival for 6000, we have information go.
Southwest 102, Chicago approach 13 center.
Oh, weather just blinked out. It's supposed to be 9 miles visibility.
Gulfstream 800, turn right, heading 100, intercept runway 13 center, localizer.
100 to join the 13 center loc, 4800. I'm gonna have to use the PTT on the keyboard while it's getting kicked around a little bit here. Let the cabin know landing is imminent.
Midway Tower, Southwest 3500. Envoy 3768, clear direct earned, climb maintain 15,000.
Lights are on, pumps are on, brakes are off. Speed checks, we're gonna put the gear down.
Heading 050.
Gears in transit.
Right 050 Southwest 1291.
Alright, gears down, 3 green, gonna put 20 degrees of flaps out.
Gulfstream 800, 4 miles from here, cloud maintain 2,500 to establish a localizer, cleared ILS for 913 center.
2500 till established, clear for the ILS, 13 center, 4800.
Southwest 1291, turn right, heading 100, to how to maintain 2,500.
100 2500 Southwest 1291.
Envoy 3068, contact Chicago Center 127.8, good night.
Alright, we're gonna go full
27
flaps.
37, taking it.
Alright, landing checklist.
118,
Gear down, 3 green. Flaps as required. Crew learning system, nutcracker test, ground spoilers armed, flaps as required, warning, inhibit, switch, inhibit, and starter switches to start. We have that all done. Landing checklist complete.
We see doing 30 to 718, 5,000.
Alright, we're just gonna ham fly this. Y'all damps away.
Unit departures to Southwest 420 with the heading 200, climb to 3,000 feet. 420, Chicago, departure radar contact. Gulfstream meets Sierra Cut, Midway Tower, 15.2, good night.
35.2, 4800, good night.
I'm 125.0, but we'll take the upper and following for 1 up here.
Okay, 2 on Alpha's here. Just, you can actually just go ahead and monitor departure on 125.0. Give them a call if you need anything.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I gotta get rid of that message. And Midway Tower, Gulfstream 4800 is with you on the ILS 13 center.
Gulfstream 480, Sierra, Midway Tower. Good evening. Winds 170 at Niner, runway 13 center delivered.
13 center, cleared to land 4800 Sierra. We're parking Atlantic.
48 Sierra, roger.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Little glitch in the scenery. Alright, we're landing. Runway's made. Throttles are idle. Gotta kill that landing light, it's gonna kill me. Our spoilers are deployed. Reversers are out.
48 Sierra, welcome to Chicago. If you could follow the runway all the way to the end and exit to the right, give ground a call on 121.65 for taxi.
Okay, all the way down to the end, ground 0.65, 4800, thank you. Spoilers are retracted, flaps are coming up.
Midway Tower Southwest, 1291 with you, visual 13 center.
Southwest 1291. You have an aircraft that will exit the runway in just the next moment here. Winds 170 at Niner, runway 13 center, clear to land.
13 center, clear to land.
Strobe lights are off, pumps are off, marker beacons off, pitot heat and de-ice are off. We just landed 13 center and exited on Foxtrot. And Midway ground, Gulfstream 4800, we just exited 13 center at the end on Foxtrot going to Atlantic.
480 Sierra Golf, you can connect into the land via Foxtrot. Have a good night.
Okay, we're going to the Atlantic ramp 4800, thanks. Alright, after landing checklists. Air start system is off. Transponder is as required. Flaps are retracted and indicated. Whoop, we're gonna hit a taxiway sign here. Any ice and P2 heat are off. Fuel boost pumps are off. Landing lights are off. Strobe lights are off. We'll bring the APU up. And the APU is coming up. Radar's off. Then next is securing. Alright, we're gonna stop right there. Parking brake is set. Fuel cutoff 1 and 2. Beacons off. Cabin alerts are off. And that's gonna conclude my arrival into Chicago Midway on Friday Night Ops, October 20th at the Windy City. Hopefully I could have enough time to depart out of here and go somewhere else. But anyway, I hope you like and subscribe. And until next time, happy landings.